Hello, my friends. Welcome back. It's time once again for the Morning Mindset. I'm glad you are here. I want to remind you we have a very unique giving opportunity going on over at notaneedyperson.org. It's an organization, a nonprofit we've established to help us be like the church was back in the first century, when the people would come to the leadership of the church with their needs, and others would contribute to meet those needs. That's exactly what Not a Needy Person is set up to do. We have people who are submitting needs to our platform. They're being vetted and assured that it's a legitimate need, and then we're making that available for listeners to give toward those needs. Please go over and see the needs there. And if the Lord moves you to give, please be as generous as He prompts you to be. These are very real needs that could use your touch. And today we're looking at Proverbs chapter 15, verses 3, 11, and 29. And the theme of all of these is that everything is out in the open before God. There's nothing that's hidden. There's nothing that He misses. There's nothing that He overlooks. And there's nothing that we do that He is not aware of. We're going to read these three verses and then come back and talk about them. Verse 3 says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, keeping watch on the evil and the good." Verse 11, "Sheol and Abaddon lie open before the Lord. How much more the hearts of the children of man?" And then verse 29, "The Lord is far from the wicked, but He hears the prayer of the righteous." Now, all of these have to do with God being aware of what's happening here on planet Earth. Let's walk through them one at a time and kind of unpack it a little bit. Verse 3 is really talking about what we would call, in theological terms, God's omniscience. He sees everything. There's nothing He's unaware of. It says His eyes are in every place. It's as if He is physically there and His eyes are watching everything that's going on. That literally is what is happening. His eyes are in every place because He can know everything all at once by seeing it all, being aware of it in the circumstance in which it's going on. So as this verse describes, He's keeping watch on the evil and the good, so none of those things are being overlooked. The evil will give an account one day. The good will be recognized one day, even if it seems it's a long time coming. God is not falling down on the job. He is aware of those things. Verse 11, when it talks about Sheol and Abaddon lying open before the Lord, those terms are Hebrew terms that refer to the grave and the place of the dead, the place where dead people go after they die. And He's saying even those places, which are such a mystery to us, lie open before the Lord. He's able to see exactly what's going on there, and He knows the circumstances and the situations there. And the point of the verse is in that second phrase, how much more the hearts of the children of man. See, God also knows our hearts. He's not only watching the circumstance to see if we're doing good or evil, but He also knows what's going on in the heart. So motives, intentions, secret thoughts, private manipulations, those kinds of things. God knows them. He knows them intimately. And then verse 29 might seem a little bit out of place in this grouping of verses, but I think it's right along the same line. It says, "The Lord is far from the wicked, but He hears the prayer of the righteous." So what this is saying is that God is not oblivious to the person who is calling out in need. That righteous person, his son, his daughter, who is in a place of need or in need of wisdom or something of that nature, and is crying out to Him. It can seem at times that God is not listening. Like we ask and we ask and we ask and nothing seems to be changing, and we can feel very hopeless or very discouraged about the whole thing. But He's wanting us to know God is near to us as His children, and that He's hearing us, He's listening, and that He is working behind the scenes. And in the opposite respect, at the first part of the verse, the Lord is far from the wicked. So the Lord is not inclined to hear the prayers or the requests of those who are wicked. In fact, He's not even close to them at all. Friends, these verses are meant to encourage us that our God is not silent. He's not oblivious. He is not neglectful of His own. He is intimately acquainted with all of our ways, and is there to be a help and a strength and an encouragement. So friends, keep praying, keep asking, keep seeking him. He is there for you. Jesus, thank you for assuring us that you will never leave us or forsake us. Thank you for these words from Proverbs that remind us how extensive your vision is and your awareness is when it comes to our lives and the circumstances that we face here on planet Earth. Lord, fill us up with strength and with faith and with trust that we will rest in you day after day because of your presence with us.